This is a story about a printing press closing down. Dozens of workers are about to lose their jobs. It was shot, written, and edited as a day turn. I'll show you my process and then the entire story at the end. I made sure before shooting the story that they were actually printing to give me the visuals. When I first arrived at the plant, I found Alan. He was moving papers, so I thought he would be a good character for the story. I didn't actually do a formal interview with him. I just mic'd him up and asked him questions while he was doing his job.
Right after high school.
I asked him how long he's worked here.
I like working around all the equipment.
Why he loves it here. Simple questions to get to know him.
Papers still got to get out.
Then also get his reaction to the plant closing.
One day or another it was going to happen.
I make sure to get bites in different angles just to give me a variety of shots with Alan. After interviewing Alan, I made sure to get shots of what he's actually working with. I make sure to get wide, medium, and tight shots of it to help with the editing and create sequences of the papers coming through, making sure the paper comes out of frame so I can cut to a wider shot. That way it can also match up with Alan working as well.
Still cranking away.
After I'm done in this room, I head upstairs for an interview with Todd. He's just sitting at a desk, so I keep this pretty simple. I ask similar questions and change up my shot every time I hear a bite that I think I will use.
I had hair back then.
Todd tells me there's an old photo of him in the plant, so I ask him if he'll show me. I get a wide shot of him looking at the photo and reacting to it. Then a tight of him pointing out where he is. That gives me a little action to work with Todd. Alan and Todd will be my characters that I start the piece with, two workers that have been here for decades. My final interview is the editor of the paper. He's in his office, so I just set up a 2-camera interview. This will be the interview that I use to provide context and all the information I need for the meat of the story. Once my interviews are done, I make sure to get wide, medium, and tight shots throughout the printing plant to help tell the story. Before coming out here, I asked the editor for some old photos of the plant. I printed those out and placed them throughout the facility, just to provide some historical visuals of the place for the viewers. I make sure to get exteriors of the plant as well. Here is how the story came out for air.
You know, the people are what got us to this point.
Inside Treasure Coast Newspapers'
Falls off of it.
printing plant,
I'm all in this room, yes.
the hardworking men and women are always at it, surrounded by the equipment designed to bring you that fresh paper each and every day.
I like working around all the equipment.
Alan Madero started as a press worker decades ago,
Right after high school.
first in Vero Beach at the Indian River Press Journal.
Still cranking away.
Todd Mangan, a manager now, started at the Stuart News in 1984.
So this is a picture from Stewart. I'm this guy. I had hair back then, so.
Both Todd and Alan then moved to this Port St. Lucie facility in 2004, when all 3 Treasure Coast papers consolidated into this facility, part of that newspaper evolution. So many memories.
Yeah, because the papers still got to get out.
Oh yeah, a lot of memories.
Now that evolution has finally caught up to the press workers here in Port St.
We
Lucie.
knew one day or another it was going to happen, but we didn't think it was going to happen this quick.
Sunday, they will produce their last newspaper in this building.
The reason that's happening is because of our digital focus. This industry and the way people consume news is increasingly digital.
TC Palm executive editor Adam Neal says all 3 Treasure Coast papers will be printed in Broward County starting next week.
As sad as it is for us to see this happening, the readers are really going to see no difference.
Adam still expects those papers to be delivered on time.
A little bittersweet still, just, you know, but
Todd and Alan knew this day
Yeah, right.
would eventually come.
call myself, you know, retired or semi-retired.
So many jobs out there right now that we should be able to find something.
46 full-time and 27 part-time workers are here.
We are trying to take care of them as much as possible.
The facility will shut down, but the hard work these men and women have put into these papers lives on forever.
Paper's still gonna keep going.
In Port St. Lucie, Alex Hagan, WPTV News Channel 5.